Welcome back to Beyond the Box Score, where we cut through the hype and break down every matchup with real numbers, real edges, and no wasted time. Now, as always, before we dive deep, it's worth reminding everyone that supporting the channel keeps these daily breakdowns coming. The number is increasing, and thank you for supporting us, but still less than 25% of you watching are actually subscribed. If you find value in the analysis, if you enjoy the picks, and if you want to help the channel grow toward that 2,000 goal, right now sitting at 11:59, hit that subscribe button. It takes 1 second and helps in a huge way. Week 13 closes with a Monday night matchup that delivers one of the most unpredictable storylines of the entire slate, and it all unfolds on December 1st at 8:15 p.m. on ESPN. This game carries a unique kind of tension, the kind where one team is holding on by threads and the other is quietly stacking wins with machine-like discipline. The New York Giants enter at 2-10, and at this point their season looks like a collection of bruises held together with tape. They're not just dealing with injuries, they're dealing with the absence of nearly every major offensive piece that once gave them structure. With Dabble out, the team is effectively recalibrating on the fly, trying to stabilize despite Jackson Dart being questionable, Scatterbo unavailable, and Neighbors also out of the rotation. That leaves Robinson as the only remaining consistent weapon, a player who has shown real flashes this year, but who has been thrust into a role demanding far more than any one skill player can handle when defenses know he's the last major threat standing. And then there's the quarterback shift. Jameis Winston steps in, and everyone watching already knows how this ride goes. You get the moments where he looks unstoppable, those 3 or 4 touchdown nights where confidence is sky high and the offense suddenly feels alive. But you also get the chaos, the 3 or 4 interception swings that completely change momentum. That volatility alone keeps the Giants interesting for stretches, because on any given drive, he can either keep them in it or sink the entire operation. With a roster this depleted, the pressure on Winston to make plays becomes even heavier, and historically, that's when his risk-taking skyrockets. Across the field stand the 10-2 New England Patriots, a team that has rebuilt its identity in a way that still feels familiar even without the Belichick-Brady-era banners hovering over every conversation. The pairing of Rail and Drake May hasn't just been good, it's been steady, controlled, and fundamentally sound. They've leaned into a formula built on structure and clean execution, and it's working. New England owns a 56.4% chance to win this matchup, while the Giants sit at 43.3%. The books have the Patriots favored by 7.5 with a total set at 46.5, and when you look at how they operate, it makes sense. They're putting up 26.5 points per game, throwing for 248, rushing for 112, and allowing only 18.8 on the defensive side. The rush defense in particular has been a major pillar. They're giving up just 87.7 rushing yards per game, and when a defense can squeeze the run like that, it forces opponents into predictable passing situations. For the Giants, that's a problem. They're scoring 22 per game but giving up 27.8, and when injuries strip away balance, you can't afford to be one-dimensional against a defense this disciplined. If New York can't generate any support on the ground, Winston will end up throwing into tight coverage all night. And when Winston is forced into tight windows repeatedly, turnovers almost always follow. It's the exact script New England wants: control the pace, force mistakes, and let their efficient offense handle the rest. Everything on paper points toward a straightforward Patriots win, and while there are weeks where Vegas lines flip upside down, this doesn't project as one of those nights. New England simply has too much stability, too much structure, and too many ways to punish a wounded opponent. In Foxborough, With the matchup tilted this heavily, the Patriots take it convincingly, 28-7. And that wraps our breakdown for this Monday night showdown. If you want more sharp daily analysis with clear reasoning, smart betting insights, and breakdowns you can trust, make sure you're locked in with Beyond the Box Score. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and stay tuned. We break the game down the way it's meant to be understood.